ロサンゼルス、ドジャースのレジェンド、クレイトン・カーショウが出演した最新ポッドキャストで、チームの中心人物である山本由伸と大谷翔平について熱く語ったカーショウは、まず山本の日本流トレーニングを絶賛。体のしなやかさ、再現性の高いフォーム、そして勝負度胸、期待値を超えた MVP だとその才能を強調した。さらに話題はムーキー・ベッツにも及び、外野手からショートへの挑戦について、現世のセンスでまるで生涯ショートだったかのようだと称賛。そして最後はやはり大谷翔平。カーショウはパビリオンの屋根を越えた衝撃弾を振り返り、打球音が別次元、彼は唯一無二のユニコーンと語り、二刀流として歴史上最後の存在になる可能性にも触れた。この続きは以下の動画でじっくりご覧ください。
Let's talk about him.
Oh.
Okay, give me as from your inside, no pun intended, inside baseball view, what is it that's so special about that guy? How does he do what he does, and what do you see going forward for him?
Yeah, I think we might need to look into just the Japanese style a little bit. I mean, I think they, because when you watch Yama in the weight room, like he doesn't really pick up a weight. He doesn't really, but he's working so hard. Like his body strength, his in range, doing all sorts of crazy body movements and flexibility, and so it starts there. You know, I think his body control and his like. He's almost like a gymnast. You know how like body strong gymnasts are? Like they can just, jump around, do pull-ups, do headstands, all that stuff. Like Yama can do all that stuff. So I think it starts with that. And then the way he throws, like I'm not an artist. I don't love art. Like I don't know anything about art. I don't know anything, but watching him throw baseball is beautiful. Like it's just pretty. It's just the way he does it is so effortless, and it's so good, and it's the same every time. And so that repeatability, I think, is really special. And then, I mean, he's got huge balls. I mean, he just wanted to go out there and pitch. Like he's been pitching on a week rest his whole life. And then for him to say, hey, yeah, I'll pitch in game 3 when it was 18 innings and started warming up, or hey, I'll pitch game 6, I'll pitch game 7 on no days rest, ended up throwing almost 3 innings. Like that's unheard of, man. That was just, it was just unbelievable. I'm just so happy Yama got the credit, the MVP, all that stuff. And he's just the best, man. He's so fun. And I'm happy for him. It's amazing.
I remember when we signed him, the ceiling on him was so high. It's almost amazing that he was able to not only live up to it, but exceed it. That's the other thing. It's not like and he's a kid. I mean, how old is he now?
He might be 25 or 6, maybe.
Yeah.
So, 10 more years with the Dodgers. So it's gonna be really fun to see how that all plays out. And but they got a good one, man. It's awesome.
When in that bang bang play at the plate with Will,
yeah,
and Miggy's throw. I mean, dude, can you? I just, and then okay. Let me ask you this. Also, just I have a bet with people. Do you think that ball in the outfield would have been caught had Pod not trucked
Kike
over?
Yeah, Kike says he would have caught it. Kike says he was right there. He was going to do the Willie Mays, over the head catch. But what Pod said was awesome. He just came in for a defensive replacement. Tommy's ankle, is a little banged up, so. Having Paul out there to run around, and then he truck sticked Kike to make that.
Just trucked it.
Yeah,
I just bought online this great T-shirt. I don't know if you've seen them yet. It's the silhouette of them colliding in midair.
That's awesome.
It's super sick.
Oh, that's great. We have a T-shirt for everything. Everything that happens, there's a T-shirt in our clubhouse the next day. Like,
oh, there is. Oh, great.
Everything. Yeah, like when I said to Vasse, the hardly wear pants thing, there was T-shirts of that within 24 hours. It was just the T-shirt guys are on point. It's amazing.
Oh, that's great. I have, they are the Dodger T-shirt game is very, very,
it is
very on point. How's the new clubhouse, by the way, with the new facility?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's. Our ownership group has been awesome. They're just the best. They've done so much for us, and obviously they spend a bunch of money on players to get us the best talent we can. And, but yeah, the weight room's amazing. Clubhouse is great. There's a little game room now, food, all the stuff, man. It's just, they're definitely top of the line with all that stuff. So it's a great place to hang out.
It's funny, everybody. By the way, I thought Dave was fucking so great with let's ruin baseball. Let's go get another one. That was so good. Because, he's such a politician. He's like a mayor, right? Like nobody has a better bedside manner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, you know what I mean? Which is a huge part of the job, particularly in LA.
Yeah.
And I love that. But I also love when he shows his edge.
Yeah.
I think that's super sick.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I mean, did you notice that in the parade? Someone must have said like, hey, you can't say that anymore, because he was like, I guess I'm not supposed to say that. He said something like that in the parade. So yeah, for him to say that, and yeah, because I think that was the way the Yankees were when I was growing up. The Yankees were the best team in the World Series, winning all those. But I think that's good for baseball. Like I really do. Like having a team that you either love because that's your team, or you hate because they keep winning. Like that's good for baseball. You don't want just like you don't want to be indifferent. You're like, whatever. Like I think it's good to have that. That's what viewership is. And I mean, I think this postseason, obviously with our, Japan fan base, and then with being in Canada, it was like the highest watched postseason in a long time. So I mean, I think it's all good for baseball, man.
Yeah, you can't argue with the numbers. And I always say, I said you shouldn't be mad at the Dodgers for putting amazing players on the field. You should be mad at the owners, the other owners. I don't want to name names, but I'm going to right now. And he's a good dude. I know him. My kids went to school with his kids, but like David Rubenstein owns the Orioles. He's a multi-billionaire. They were right in a window, right there.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
And nobody did anything, and they're not in the window now.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying that for a long time. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand some of the ownership's arguments with this stuff, because there's so many. Not that there's so many. There's probably hundreds of multi-billionaires that would love to own a professional baseball team. I bet we could get a list of 100 guys right now that are, uber wealthy, that would love to run a baseball team. And knowing that, year in, year out, it might not make the money that you would want it to make, but over time, it's just like a stock. It's going to continue to appreciate. And
right,
it's just like anything else. Like when the Dodgers were bought by our ownership group, it was worth, 3 times, and now it's worth 3x of what it was, So I don't understand that either. I don't really get that part of it. The owners pinching pennies and different things like that. And I agree. I think it's kind of a wild thing for any owner to say, honestly.
Well, also just think about the fans. Is like I look at, again, I don't want to name names, but like there are teams out there, and you go, well, let's okay, fuck it. The Pirates, are they going to?
Yeah.
Like what are they going to do with Skeens? What's Detroit going to do?
With Scooble, yeah.
With Scooble,
yeah.
And we just step up and take them.
Yeah. Yeah, there was I forget who said it, but there was like everybody's mad at the Dodgers, but like the Red Sox could have re-signed Mookie. Yep. The Rays had Glass and Blake Snell. And then like the trades that we've accumulated, these guys, the Braves with Freddie, like, whatever the circumstances, like there were situations for those teams to hold on to those players. And I think that's good for baseball too. Like Paul Skeens is going to have a choice of where he wants to play. He's going to, and however much longer he is with Pittsburgh, but I hope the Pirates realize that their window with Paul Skeens is 4 more years or whatever it is, and Scooble, the Tigers have been good. They've been in the postseason. They've had a chance, but yeah, I think it's great for guys to stay in one spot. I mean, I think that's also really good for baseball. So I hope that works out.
I love people, and that's the other thing about your career. You stayed 18 years in the same place, and I mean, listen, man, we grew up with that legendary Dodger infield.
Yeah.
As a kid, I mean, I can still name. I can almost name the starting lineups, probably for almost every team from my childhood, because people stay. People stay.
Yeah. I can too. Just great for the game. It's just that's fun to have guys that you can root for year in, year out. It's fun.
I was glad they picked up Muntz. He's back. And,
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost like it's a new season. It's a season of who's going where and what's happening. And you wake up every day and go, oh, how we doing? Who's bringing somebody where,
I know it's going to be an interesting offseason for the Dodgers because, I mean, they don't really have to do anything. They've got everything they need. Obviously Mikey, Conforto's a free agent. So Teo might go back to left, I would assume. And then maybe like have a right fielder. But other than that, I feel like they're pretty set.
How about Mookie going from Gold Glover in right field? And look, I felt like you could really literally, watching as much Dodger as I do, you could see the learning curve. You really could see it right in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
And like anybody learning anything, you realize how hard it is.
Yeah.
Because there were times where you're like, is this experiment going to work?
Right.
And now he's literally as good as any shortstop in the league. You'd think he'd played shortstop his whole life.
It was amazing. He worked so hard. I give Mookie so much credit, man. He just he continued to work. He spent hours upon hours every day, didn't take a day off. And those guys, bro, they're just kind of, if they put their mind to it, they can kind of do anything.
Yep.
I'm not that guy. I can throw a baseball and I can hang out and raise my kids, but there's really nothing else that I'm great at. And Mookie's learned how to play guitar. He can bowl, he can play ping pong, he can shoot a basketball, throw a football, catch all that stuff. And so he's just one of those guys where if he puts his mind to it, and he likes that, he likes to have a challenge. He likes to be challenged. And so it's a great quality. And you saw it playing shortstop, man. It was amazing.
Since you've only been in one place your whole career, you don't really have any perspective, really, of how good a clubhouse you guys have, because you have nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
Like you've never been in the San Diego clubhouse. And I always think it's funny when I think about the Dodgers, if I have one, and it's been disproven, obviously disproven, but there were times where I felt like we were missing, for lack of a better term, a dick in the clubhouse. Because when Kirk Gibson came to the Dodgers were nibbling around. And then in spring training, there was that famous incident where they put the shaving cream in Kirk's hat.
Yeah.
Remember that? And he's like, are we here to screw around or are we here to win a championship?
Right.
And everybody all of a sudden was like, oh, maybe there's something to that. But you guys have now done it with just camaraderie and love, and there's never been that kind of edge, and you've managed to make it happen.
Yeah, I think I felt that too. I felt like we were the professional team, and all these other teams were just going to do anything they could to beat us, and we were just very professional and go about our business the right way and kind of do all that. But I think I underestimated it. And I think it's been proven how much we all wanted to win, just in general. I think that supersedes pretty much everything, because a lot of times in different clubhouses, there's different motivations, right? And they're not bad. They're not bad. Hey, I'm here because I want to provide for my family, or hey, I'm here because I have a goal to stay in the big leagues, or hey, I'm here because I want to be an all-star or an MVP or Cy Young or whatever it is. Those are all not bad things in and of itself, but when it supersedes wanting to win over that, that's where you have a problem. And it's amazing how much Shohei wants to win every single day, and how much, I think that's one of Freddie's best qualities, is Freddie comes every day. Hey, we just need to win the game, winning today, and everything else will take care of itself. And so when it's a uniform goal of hey, whatever anybody has to do to win this game today, that supersedes all oh, we got to have edge, or oh, we got to, all that stuff. I think that's what made that clubhouse tick. And you got to give Doc a lot of credit with that. Doc instilled that in us. It doesn't matter what we did yesterday. We just need to win the game today. Because, I mean, you remember September, we were playing so bad. We were playing so bad.
I have the text to Andrew Friedman to prove them. I think the worst thing he ever did was give me his cell phone number.
Yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, it's true. And then Doc had a meeting in Baltimore with us after, Yama's no-hitter that we ended up losing. And just guys, we're still in first place. It does not matter how bad we've played. We just have to play tomorrow and win tomorrow. And like, that's relaxing. That's like, okay, he's right. Like, we can control tomorrow. And so we started doing that, started playing better. And, sure enough, we ended up winning the whole thing.
Do you find, well, it's clearly true that the regular season doesn't mean what it used to be because of the playoff format, obviously.
Yeah.
So it affects load management, it affects everything. I mean, and no one's done it better than you, right? Where they're like, and Shohei, where they like rolled him out so slow, like, you know what? We don't need Shohei pitching in August.
Yeah.
You know what? We don't need him pitching. It's like, keep our guys healthy for when we need it and get out and do it. The game is, God, has it changed? As you head off into the sunset, what are the biggest changes in the game that you go, wow, this is different than when I came up for you?
Yeah, like, I don't know how I feel about the postseason. Because it's basically, if you're 500 throughout the regular season, you have a chance. You have a chance. And I understand that postseason is where MLB makes the most money. And so the more teams that are in is better. But it really does devalue the regular season, and you talk about load management and all those things. Like, the Dodgers can take advantage of that because we have so much depth, like, we basically had Glass and Snell like ready for October, right? And that's where like I was healthy during those times, and Emmett Sheehan, and we had all these guys come in and help pitch, and not a lot of guys have that backup, not a lot of teams have that. So definitely an advantage for us. I don't know if it's the best thing to devalue the regular season, but I do understand that the playoffs are more exciting and all that. So I think right now is probably the best situation for MLB. As far as like changes, I mean, you've seen it, like the starting pitching, relieving, all that stuff has just changed so much. And everybody's just so good. It's just.
How about we've seen people do complete games though for the first time in years and years.
I think it's going back. Don't you feel?
Do you?
Feel like,
I do. I hope so.
I do too. I hope so too. As a fan of the game, like I love watching baseball. Like I've always loved baseball. I love the game. It's just so I just love it. So, when you see the full slate of games, the first thing you do is, well, who's the starting pitchers? And if you see if you see Skubal versus Crochet, or Skubal versus Skeens, or Skeens versus, Christopher Sanchez, like, oh, I want to watch that. I want to see that matchup. And it's no disrespect to bullpen arms because they're unbelievable. And that's why we're using them more, is because they're so good. But at the end of the day, like, having those starting pitcher matchups is what's so fun,
It also affects, like, as a guy who's going to Cooperstown in the first ballot, it affects people's numbers.
Yeah.
Like complete games, innings thrown, all that stuff. It almost asterisks what people do because they don't get the opportunities to pitch as deep into games as they used to be. I mean, your stats are insane. And then you look at people from the earlier era of, how many complete games they threw. It's like, what? Sandy Koufax it's insane.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll ever get back to that, but, hopefully having starters, 110, 120 pitches, 7, 8 innings, going every fifth day. Like, hopefully we get back to that. And then you'll have, more guys throwing 200 plus innings. And maybe you'll see the more wins, which I know wins don't matter, but like, it still feels good to see a win by your name, and maybe you get another guy with 3,000 strikeouts if we kind of go back to that, So I hope so. As a fan, I love that stuff, and I hope it goes back to that.
Okay, so who's hit the farthest shots that you've seen? Shohei, I'd been saying Shohei's going to hit one out of Dodger Stadium. I didn't think it would be within a week of me saying it.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh my gosh.
Did it? So I don't know. You've obviously seen. You're there, so you can't really see it. Yeah. It did not hit the roof of the pavilion. It didn't hit it.
Went over, didn't it?
It went over. No, it went over.
I've never seen a lefty do that. Never seen a lefty do that over the pavilion.
I mean, I can remember Piazza.
Yeah, going to right. Or
Giancarlo Stanton, which bounced. But that's, and people always talk about the Willie Stargell home run. They talk about that like it's this legendary. hit the 76 sign. It's like nobody can really ever tell you where the hell he really did it.
Right.
But I think that Shohei thing it's just, how about the noise of the ball coming off his bat?
Yeah, it's different. I mean, we call him a unicorn for a reason. It's just, it's amazing. It really is. He does everything so well. He's so big. He's so strong. He's so powerful. He's so fast. He's just an amazing athlete. He really is. And I hope there's somebody else that can do that, pitching and hitting. But, in today's day and age, like if you're not elite at both, you're not going to have a chance to do it. So I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to see that again. I think Shohei might be the last to do both like this.
Well, because the way the leagues are set up, travel leagues and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And now that there's no pitchers are being raised in a world where they know they don't have to hit.
I know. Don't get me started on youth baseball. Oh my gosh.
今回も最後までご視聴いただき本当にありがとうございました。動画の内容を楽しんでいただけたでしょうか。もしよろしければチャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。皆さんの応援が今後の動画制作の大きな励みになります。それではまた次回の動画でお会いしましょう。